The Vietnam War by Thomas Redden and Luke Lambert. The Vietnam War was the worst war that America ever lost.
The Vietnam War was a proxy war of the Cold War. It was between the anti-communist South Vietnam, who was backed by the U.S., against the pro-communist North Vietnam, who was backed by China.
The Vietnam War began on November 1st, 1955, at which point America was not involved in the war.
The Geneva Conference was a meeting that took place in Geneva, Switzerland in 1954. The Geneva Accords was created as a document to unify North and South Vietnam. The South did not agree to the Accords, and the meeting was unsuccessful.
In 1956, the French troops stationed in Vietnam leave Hanoi and the rest of North Vietnam.
After the French leave, the United States takes over responsibility of training the South Vietnamese Army. They are trained by the U.S. Military Assistance Advisor Group, or MAAG.
In 1960, President Richard Nixon lost the election to John F. Kennedy.
The overall death toll of Americans was 58,000 people.
Action 5 News here. I'm reporter Richard Johnson, here on a granted interview with the Colonel. Hello, Colonel. Why are we here in Vietnam today?
Well, we're here in Vietnam because North Communist Vietnam is fighting against the Southern Vietnam. South Vietnam, supported by the United States, South Korea, Australia, Thailand, the Khmer Republic, and the Kingdom of Laos, while North Vietnam is supported by the Viet Cong, the Cameroon, the Pathet Lao, China, and also the Soviet Union.
Well, that's good to know, but why are we fighting this war?
Well, in the United States military and government, we have the belief of the domino effect. The domino effect is when one country turns communist, all the ones in the region turn communist as well. So we believe if we lose this war and it turns communist, this entire region will be communist and supporting those nasty red devils.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you the lowdown on how the Vietnam War ceased. So, Vietnam, North Vietnam, did really well. They destroyed us, and they had 1/4 of the troops, and it was, well done, Vietnam. Well done, Vietnam.
Mucho kudos, Vietnam.
And then the South Vietnam, they were getting their butts kicked. There were so many troops, and they were just getting their butts kicked. So, America was like, bye-bye, Vietnam. You got this one on your own. And we withdrew, and South Vietnam ended up losing, and communism won that battle. But communism did not win the war.